Hello. It is Thursday, October 7th. This is our 6th. Yesterday was a review of 5, right? So today will be our. Today is our recording for October 7th. On our review slide, we need to make sure, those of you watching the recordings and my students here in class, we need to make sure that we have a full understanding of this here before we move into today's lesson. So we need to make sure that we know how to number these number lines, that we know how to label them. That's what I want you to focus on today, labeling a number line. So that's what we're going to do here in class. This question is a little bit tricky because this part right here took me a long time to write that question. And so it's tricky. So let's read it together because as I was going around checking your review slides, I noticed that we were doing some things we weren't quite understanding what the question was asking. Okay? So let's review that. Raise your hand if you felt like you weren't exactly sure what I wanted. That's a lot of hands. Okay, it's okay. Teachers are allowed to make mistakes sometimes too, right? Mm-hmm. It's fine. Okay, well, here and that doesn't entirely surprise me because I had this written probably 4 different ways. And so I knew that it was going to be a challenge. I knew it wasn't perfect. But here's what I want. Using only 2 of the fractions to the left. So are we going to use all of these? Mm-mm. No, we're only going to use 2 of them. So there's the first piece of information. Yeah, I see some erasers coming out. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's not your fault. Using only 2 of the fractions to the left, label the correct tick mark on the number lines. So what I'm asking you to do, don't get too crazy with your erasers. It's okay. What I'm asking you to do is find out which one of these you need for this one, which one of these you need for this one, and leave the other one alone. That's what I'm looking for. So we have talked before about how if we have number lines that aren't labeled, we like to give them a color to start with so that we can be like, okay, the blue number line, and then once we get that number line a label, then we can work with it, right? Mm-hmm. The blue line is divided into how many sections? Let me get my sticks, but go ahead, Izzy.
4. 3.
Well, 4 or 3. You got me 2 different numbers here.
3.
Why 3? Why did you change from 3 to 4?
Because I miscounted and accidentally counted 0 as one of them.
So can I use that as an example?
Yes.
Izzy's like, man, I accidentally counted the tick marks, and then I saw that there were 4 tick marks. When we are counting fractions, are we counting the tick marks? No, we're counting the spaces. We're counting as if these were fraction strips, right? We're counting the sections because mirror words.
Mirror words.
A denominator is the total amount of equal parts in a fraction. The numerator is the number you have. Mirrors off. So that's why we're counting the spaces and not the tick marks, because the denominator is the total amount of equal parts. Do these tick marks give us any equal parts? No, that's not an equal part. That's not what that is. So thank you, Izzy, for letting me use that as an example. I sure do appreciate you. Now, this has 3 sections, like Izzy said. Do we have a fraction with a denominator of 3? No, we do not. Now we're in a pickle. What are we going to do? Get ready. Hey, these are called PAX sticks. Do you remember that? My PAX sticks. Why do I draw sticks? Why do I do this? Jaden?
Because they can call out random names without picking hands.
I can call out random names without picking hands. Why is that important to a teacher? Chloe?
Because so that the other students don't feel.
Right.
Time because sometimes you're just picking one person.
Right. Sometimes a teacher can get into the habit of just picking whoever raises their hand, right? If you're going to raise your hand, then I want to call on you because I don't want to stand up here and talk to no one, right? And so, but when I do the sticks, maybe somebody, doesn't raise their hand for whatever reason. Everybody gets a fair shot, right? Yes, sir.
Maybe it makes sure everybody's listening so it's like someone's not raising their hand.
Does that do that to anybody? Anybody's like, oh man, she's drawing sticks today. I better pay attention because she's going to draw my name. Or do you just pay attention all the time and then you're not worried about the sticks because you're always paying attention? We got some of those in here, don't we? Yeah, we got some of those in here. Okay. So, what was my question? Thirds, we don't have a stick. Third, we only have a six. Talk to me, Bobby.
Use 3-6.
You want to use the six, this one here?
Yeah.
Why'd you pick that one?
Because it's the one that's going to be equal with, and then we use 6.
Okay. I like where you're going with this. JC, can you help Bobby finish his thought? Can you help Bobby finish his thought? Anna, can you help Bobby finish his thought and JC start her thought?
Split a line between all of them.
She wants to split this line between all of them. When you do that, Anna, what happens?
There is 6,
1,
2, 3, 5.
Thanks, Trenton. Appreciate you helping me out there, brother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Okay. And so, now you are with me. This line is in 6 equal parts, correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The denominator is the total amount, yes, of equal parts. My denominator, since the denominator tells me how many parts I have in my fraction, what does that mean? That all of the denominators on this line is the amount of pieces I have going to change? Not going to change. So that means that my denominator is going to stay my denominator is going to stay the same. What is my denominator here? That's in my numerator. This is my first one. So I have 1. How many total equal parts do I have? 6. So that's this jump. Now I'm going to jump again. Did I change the size of the piece? This is still the same. So I'm going to go from 1 6. And if I get another 6, how many 6s am I going to have? Think about it. Think about what I'm saying. If I have 1 6 here, and I get another 6 here, how many 6s do I have? Huh? 2 6. And then if I get another one, how many 6 am I going to have? 3 6. And then?
4 6.
And then?
5 6.
And then what happens when I have all of them? How many do I have all together? I'm going to have 6 6, and that's going to give me one whole thing. Notice here. Look at what does not change. The denominator, the number on the bottom. So this is my fraction line, right? Just a reminder for our mirror words for our friends. This is my fraction line. The denominator goes on the bottom, right? And since the denominator is the total amount of equal parts in my fraction, this is going to stay the same because my line is cut into 6 pieces, right? Raise your hand if that made sense to you, what I was saying just now. Good. Love to see your hands. Now, what am I going to do? Gabe,
Good jump.
how many? Because I got my number line labeled now. Now I need to know which of these fractions am I going to use on this blue line, Gabe?
6/3. 6/3. I don't know.
You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Flip that. Start with the top.
3 6s.
3 6s. Say great job, Gabe.
Great job, Gabe.
Say great job, Jaden.
Great job, Jaden.
Do I owe somebody else a great job? Anna. Say woohoo, Anna.
Yeah.
Say oh yeah, Bobby.
Oh yeah, Bobby.
Say it's okay, JC.
It's okay, JC.
All right. Green line. What are we doing for the green line? Tucker.
You're gonna split them up
Why am I going to split them up, Tucker?
because 4 is not in any of them.
4 is not in any of the
The denominator.
denominators. Very good. And so, if we split these in half, that gives us
8.
8. And so then, Tucker, this one would be
1/8.
1/8.
2/8.
Say it with him.
3/8,
4/8.
5/8, 6/8,
7/8. 8/8. But we're looking for 6/8. And the denominator does not change because the way we cut the number line up is all equal and we're working on the same line, right? The reason that I'm talking about this so much, wake up. You're gonna sleep. So either sit up and wake up or you have to go stand in the back. Better hold that head. The reason that I'm talking about how the number line is cut up so much is because I saw a lot of this on papers out here. I saw a lot of papers like this, where 2/10 and 6/8 were on the same number line. Is that possible to do?
No.
Why can you not do that? Explain that to me, Izzy.
Because there's only 6 parts, not 10.
Or 8 parts.
I
You
mean,
can't
8
have
parts.
2 different denominators on the same line because each line stands for one set of
Equal
parts.
Nice. Very, very nicely done. Okie dokie. That is today's review slide. Let's jump right into our lesson. Here we go. Lesson number 5. Video number 6. Let's investigate equivalent fractions on a number line, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
You guys are great. Bobby, question for you, my man. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Find the value of this expression mentally. It's very hard. Are you ready to be challenged?
What?
What is the value of this expression? Huh? 4. Who agrees with Bobby that the value of this expression is 4? Well done, Bobby.
Well done, Bobby.
Now, remember the last time we did this and we had to use the information from the previous ones to figure out as they go down?
Yes.
Same idea. Raise your hand when you have an answer. Cole Gray, I saw you first. Who agrees with Cole? It's 24. Say, great job, Cole.
Great job, Cole.
Cameron. Who agrees with Cameron? It's 48. Give Cameron a big woo-hoo.
Woo!
Oh, less hands. Jackson?
Oh, it's 96.
Who agrees with Jackson that it's 96? Give Jackson a big oh yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Now, here is the information that you are going to use to inform you about the last one. Are you ready? It's really hard. Go.
Wow.
Oh,
Dude, just flew up at the same time.
You gonna list multiples? You gonna be here for a while? I ain't got that kind of time. I ain't got that kind of time to list multiples. Huh? 192. Why do you think that, Mr. Heindel? Am I saying that right, Heindel?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, perfect. Why do you think that, sir?
I think because 96 plus 96 equals 192.
Why would 96 plus 96 matter? Because this says 16 times 12. So I don't understand why 96 plus 96 would even be a thing.
Because if you do 8 plus 8, it equals 16. It says 16 times 12.
So 8 plus 8 equals 16. So that means that this is 8 12s. So if I need 16 12s, I could just add together these 8 12s together to get me my answer. Everybody go, great job, Brentley.
Great job, Bradley!
Oh, man. Mind-blowing. We did exactly what I told us to do. We used this information here to inform us on what to do for this information here, correct?
Yeah.
Whenever you are working in math, ever, for the rest of your days, whatever you are doing in math, I highly encourage you to take notes and be aware of the math you've already done, because, Mr. Farrow, we don't have time to list multiples all the way to 16, right? But look how fast that was. We already had them down to 8. We already had the 8. If we just add that together, it's a lot easier to do 96 plus 96 than it is to try to write this out, correct? Yes, that is what you should do. All right, what do you notice? What do you wonder? I'm going to pull these sticks quickly. Ella.
I wonder why there is one half in the middle of the first one, but one up the one.
Why is there one half labeled in the first one and not in the other one? Very good. Chloe Yates.
I wonder why on the second one that it says 4 4s at the end of it, and it's only 2.
Okay, why does it say 4 fourths, but it only has 2? Next, Dominic.
I wonder why on the third one there's 8 8s at the end, but there's only 2 lines.
Okay, last one, Logan.
Last one.
What do you notice? What do you wonder? You're my last stick to draw. What do you notice? What do you wonder? It can be anything you want, honey. Anything at all.
So the one of 12
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
it doesn't have the other lines to get to 12 12.
Okay. Who agrees with these noticing and wonderings and are noticing and wondering the same thing? Very good. Okay. These numbers have different labels for the tick mark on the far right. Correct?
Correct.
Explain to your partner why the tick mark on the far right can be labeled with fractions with different numbers. Talk to your table. You have a minute. 1 minute. Okay. So, what did you say, Cameron? What was something that was said at your table?
If you keep putting halves and all of the lines, you'll get to the number you mentioned.
If you keep putting halves in all of the lines, ooh, except for this one. This one you gotta put 3s. Oh, wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Good. What else did we notice or wonder, Brentley?
I wonder why.
Or what did we talk about with our partner? Why the tick mark on the far right can be labeled with fractions of different numbers.
What did we talk about?
What did you talk about? Yeah.
We said why is once it reaches the whole, why does it go 2 2s, 4 4s, and then 8 8s, and then 12 12s? It like skips everything.
Okay. Very good. Did anybody talk about why the tick mark on the far right can be labeled with fractions with different numbers? So we have 2 halves, 4 fourths, 8 eighths, and 12 twelfths. Why is that possible, Trenton?
Because they're all equal.
They're all equal to what? They're all one whole. All of these is one whole thing. This is one whole, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. These lines are just cut into different equal parts. Very good. Okay. Now, label each point with a number it represents other than half. So if this is half, what's this going to be? Right, but this says 4 fourths. Izzy?
It's going to be 2 4ths.
2 fourths. Who agrees with Izzy? Give Izzy a big whoop whoop. What's this one going to be? It's hard to see. This is 8 eighths. It is hard to see. It's 8 eighths. Jaden? Huh? This here is 8 eighths. If this is 8 eighths, Remington, what's this one going to be? 2 eighths? Emma? Why 4 eighths?
Because 4 is still like 2 and then if you add 2 on
So if I have 4 here and I have 4 here, that's going to give me my total of 8 eighths, right? Very good. And so then what is this one going to be? This is 12 twelfths. What's this going to be here, Cora? 6 twelfths. Very good. Excellent. And what's special about these fractions here? What's special about these fractions here?
They all are in the same spot and
Which they are all in the same spot, which means they are
equal. And also it goes 2, 4, 6. That's counting by twos.
okay. Yes, that it goes. It's counting by twos, and this when they all hit the same spot on the number line, that means they are everyone.
Equivalent.
They are equivalent. When they hit the same spot on the number line, that means they are equivalent. So now let's label the point on these number lines. Here we have 1/4. If we have 1/4 here, what's this going to be? Let's think about what the half is, and then think about what this one would be. So 8/8. The half is going to be, and so that makes this is going to be Gracie. What's 4/8? The dot or the half? Huh? I can't hear you, honey.
You gotta add a little more. You gotta add 4.
So you want to add more lines. So then that means this is going to be 1/8, and the dot is going to be 2/8. Are you able to do it that way? Are you allowed to do that? Add more tick marks? Is that a great way to figure this out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give Gracie a big woohoo!
Woo!
Now, what's this dot going to be? What's our denominator first? Everyone, what's our denominator? 12. How many 12ths is that going to be? Cameron, lead us.
4.
Why do you think that?
Because you keep counting by twos like that.
Remington said we could keep counting by twos. Remember that one time? Remember that one time when we had one of these
Yeah.
and we were labeling it and we were like, this one's 2, this one's 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Raise your hand if you got tripped up on the 7 when we did it that one day. Because is following a pattern an okay idea? Yes, but you have to do what? Make sure that it's right. And we realized that, oh man, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, not 7. So although following a pattern like that might be a good idea, does it work every time? Nah, it doesn't work every time. Oh.
Go. This is the one that we were on.
All right. So we had 2 8s here, and we split these all up, right? And now we're working on this one. And we said that the denominator was going to be a 12.
Yes.
So what's the numerator going to be? Anna?
A 4 because if you split it in threes and you count, it would be 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops. I did something wrong.
Yeah. Starting with 0.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I start with the 0?
Yeah.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good catch. You're right. I did start with the 0. Whoops. Wasn't supposed to do that. So, is Anna right? Is it 4 jumps?
Yes.
She is correct. Let me show you guys something. Instead of putting these lines here, we could use some of the information we already have. This is 12/12. Hold on a second. That's not right. Something is not right. One, two, three. Three. Did I count it again?
Maybe.
Okay. Okay. So let's talk about this. One other thing we could do is label the half. What's the half line here? 6/12. And then is this halfway between here and here?
Yeah.
Yeah? So then could I make this, could I say that 6 and half of 6 is 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm still using the strategy of drawing the tick marks on the line. What's this bottom one? 100 100ths. Am I going to be able to draw tick marks on there, Trenton?
No.
No. What do you want to do? Talk to me.
I don't like, cause I always did like counting by hundreds by like the quarters of it. So I would say that would be 25.
What knowledge are you pulling from there, Trenton? What are you saying? You're saying good stuff. I just want you to repeat it.
I'm counting the way I always count hundreds is by the quarter. So 25.
So money?
Yeah.
Dollar bills? Well, not dollar bills. Coins.
Yeah. Quarters.
I just wanted to say that because I thought it was funny.
So it'd be 25, 50, which would be the half, 75, and 100.
Say good thinking, Trenton.
Good thinking, Trenton.
Isn't that nice? He using something he already knows, talking about money. He knew that 2 quarters, he knew that this is 100 and this is broken up into 4 sections. And he knows that there are 4 sections in a dollar, which is 100 cents. And that's 20, each quarter is 25. Excellent work. Very good job using your prior knowledge. Good job, Trenton. Okay, so I want these 3 front tables working on letter B. And I want these 3 back tables working on letter C. You front tables are going to give me dots for all 3 of these things. And you back tables are going to give me the labels for these 3 things. Get to work. You have like 3 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
You can use your notebooks if you need to. Not a blank
Let me
page,
analyze
today's page.
I'll do the times 5. So 5, that's
Okay, we're not doing that. So, okay. And it could be 2 tens. No, 5. 2 tens could you add 1 ten? Could you add? Maybe it's up. No. Oh, 1. You have 2 tens. You want to take 1 would be right next to the 50. Because 15. We want 30 for the 100. So we got 0, 1, 2, 10, 3 tens. No, but can you keep the rest of your quarter? Okay. Actually, guys, because I have 25. So I think it's a notebook. Oh, right. 100. Wait. Yeah, it's in the sentence. No, it's not. Because it needs to be second. Yeah, it needs to be four.
And you can't have get
All right. I want to hear from some tables. Table 1. What do you got? I want you to label this first line for me. 1/5. And why is it 1/5? Quickly. It's the first start of the line. And can we always be sure that what this says is how many tick marks there are? No, because look here. Right here, we have 10, but do we have 10 spots? No, we do not. So we cannot always be sure. We always have to check that, and we did, and this is correct. Table 3, what's this one here?
It's 2 tenths.
How did you know that?
Because you add a tick mark to each space.
Good job. What about here? What's this one here?
We were having troubles on that.
We're having trouble with that. Did you guys come up with what this one is? Did you guys come up with this? All right, let's do it together. What are we going to do? We know we have 100. How many spots do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we had 4, we could use the quarter trick. But we don't have 4. Annabelle?
We can mark them tens by 10.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Emma? 20. Then what would this one be? 40. 60. 80. 100. Is that 20? Is that 20 spots each one?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Say, great idea, Emma.
Great idea, Emma.
Good work. All right, table 2. That one's already done for you. What's this one going to be? This is 2/3. What this is going to be? Table 2?
4, 6.
4, 6. Is that what you guys said? Did you guys say 4, 6? Did you guys say 4, 6? Good job. 4, 6 is correct. What about 12/12? Table 4? Huh? Did you say 8/12?
Yep.
Did you say 8/12? Are they right? Are we just going to take their word for it? Is it fine? They're right. They're right. All right. Good job, everybody. Let's share our responses. We just did that. Okay. Now we have 2 friends, Han and Chiron. Chiron and Han plan to go for a run after school. They are deciding how far to run. Han says, let's run 3/4 of a mile. Chiron says, I can only run 9/12. Which distance should they run? Explain your reasoning. Let's use one of the number lines. Han says, let's run 3/4. What do I need to do to this blue line to match up with Han? What do I need to do, Dominic?
Break them in. 2.
Because then that's going to give us. Good job. And where does the 3/4 go, Dominic? The 1 would be 4/4.
That's the last blue line.
At the last blue line. Good job. There's my 3/4. Chackaroony. What do I need to do for Chiron? Bobby?
You put the a mob. Wait, you put a mob. You need to put 10 marks.
10 marks. 10 marks. Izzy?
You need to put marks to make sure there's 12 equal sections in it.
Okay, am I super great about doing equal sections? I don't do a great job all the time. Why don't we use this?
Yeah.
If this here, if we know it's 12, can we use this? What's this? What's this going to be? Half of 12 is what? 6/12. So now, how many spots do I need in here? Izzy?
2.
Well,
3.
if I'm going to go from 6 to 12,
6.
I'm going to need 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so, here is my 9/12. What do I notice about these two marks? What do I notice about these two marks? JC? They're in the same spot. What does that mean for this story? What does that mean for this story of Han and Chiron going on a run, Annabelle?
That they can go through it because it's equivalent.
It's equivalent. Chiron's like, oh man, I can only run 9/12. And Han's going to be like, bro, it's cool. It's the same distance. 3/4 and 9/12 is the same, right? It's the same distance. Very good. Now, Tyler wants to join Han and Chiron on their run, and he says, how about we run 7/8? So is the distance that Tyler suggested the same as what his friends wanted to do? Huh. Let's talk about that. This is going to be 4/8, right? This is going to be 8/8. So where's my 7 going to land? Gracie? Those are not equal parts. See, that's the problem with the drawing these number lines. Sometimes they're not equal parts. Yeah, it's going to put me way over here, which is super close to a whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, 9/12 and 3/4 is equivalent because here's our 3/4 again. Nodding if you're with me. Here's my 6/12. Well, here's what we should do here, actually. We should do it like this. 6/12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Because this is 9/12 right here. Now my 8s. 7/8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So Tyler can do what? Tyler can run more. He can run farther, right? Mm-hmm. He's going farther than us. That's right. Okay. So today we represented fractions on number lines and reasoned about equivalent fractions. Where in the diagram of fraction strips do we see equivalent fractions? Well, let's just talk about the ones that we did. We did 3/4. And we did 9/12, right? Mm-hmm. Then we tried to do 7/8 for Tyler, but he's a better runner than us. He can go further. Not very much, but a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we see our equivalent fractions in the fraction strips like this. And we see our equivalent fractions on the number line like this. We've been talking about this for a couple days. Do you guys see how this is equivalent? And these are equivalent on number lines and in the fraction strips. Do you see what we're doing? Okay. And we'll talk about that last question later. All right, this is going to be your review slide for tomorrow. So this concludes our math class for today. And we will see you later, okay? We will see you all later.
Stop recording.
Everyone.